friendly babyface right now.
Yeah. I don't think those people take those secondary belts with the women, as
of course they don't.
Significant. Yeah.
No. Nick Aldis met with Penta, and he says, I know you want revenge for what Judgment Day did last week, but you can't do it like this. But I'll give you a match with JD next week. And then Chad Gable walks up. He makes fun of Penta for not winning at WrestleMania. He says, you know what? Penta, you losing was not my favorite part of WrestleMania. My favorite part was watching your useless brother Phoenix drop his first match to El Grande Americano. So Penta looks at him, and then he super kicks him, and then he cuts a promo on him saying, this is for my brother! And he told Chad not to mess with the Lucha Bros. So at some point, they're getting back together. But for now, separate shows. I thought everyone was great in this segment. Rusev did a video package. He said once he had it all, the gold, the fame, the tank at WrestleMania, but he lost himself, went into the abyss, but he redeemed and found himself, and he realized no longer fight for a woman who was no longer his, a flag that never was. He is finally going to crush people, and he's going to hunt people and fix them like he fixed himself. It's a good promo.
So his promo, he did a babyface promo, and he's wrestling Otis on next week's show.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
Yeah. I mean, very much babyface, like he's seen the light and the whole babyface promo.
Well, I think it's a babyface promo, but I think it's one of those things like with Jon Moxley where, Jon Moxley says that he loves the company and he wants someone to step up, but he tries to beat it out of him. So I think that's going to be Rusev's deal. I want to fix everybody like I fixed myself, and that involves killing them. I think is the way it's going to go. Ivy Nile and Stephanie Vaquer, Stephanie. Anyway, they had a pretty good match. There was one botch early where they both kind of got lost.
I thought they did a good job.
But other than that, yeah, it was really good.
Stephanie Vaquer she was tremendous in this match.
Dude, she's great, but I got to say this. Her finish sucks, okay? Yeah. The package backbreaker, I mean, there's 80% of the stuff she does looks more devastating than her finisher. And, I mean, even the match, it's people were really into the match, and then she hit the move, and it was people just thought it was a move, and then she pinned her. And so it didn't, get a big reaction, because it's not a big, big slam, big lift, big whatever. It's you lift them, you drop them on the knee. It's just like any other move. So she needs a better finish. But as a worker, she's great. She looks great. She works great. She's got charisma. Doesn't even speak English, but does good promos. I mean, she's quite good. And this was a good match.
She doesn't speak English well. She does speak some English.
She does speak some, but it's a struggle. And she says that. Nick Aldis met with AJ Styles. And Liv walks up with everybody, and she goes, I need some time off. I'm going to be filming a big Hollywood movie. Aldis says, yes, I heard about that. The paperwork looks good. Good luck.
You're going to announce the movie next week.
Oh, is that what it is? I was how about you tell us the movie? Because that sounds like a big deal.
Yeah. I think they're not allowed to announce it yet.
I see.
So they're going to announce it. Whatever day they're allowed to announce it, they'll announce it.
I see. Okay. Yeah. So Dom then said, I need time off as well. I'm the champion. I can do what I want. Nick said, no, doesn't work like that. So Dom makes fun of AJ. AJ gets pissed. Looks like it's going to be Dom versus AJ upcoming here. Sammy runs into Karrion Kross, who tells him, you got a big decision tonight. Hopefully you make the correct one. And he smiles and leaves. Then we got the Pat McAfee promo. We talked about this earlier. Just, it was melodramatic, but it was a great promo. And he basically said, I looked in the mirror and, man, forgot who the hell I am. And he says, I've done a lot. I came from nothing, built a lot, blessed with great friends. I've gone all over the country. I've given money to all sorts of different organizations and children's hospitals and shelters and etc. When I die, I hope people say I made the world better. And also when I'm dead, I hope they say that I was a loyal motherfucker, he says, which they believed. And he says, you got to ride for those who ride with you. Michael Cole, he says, I'll be loyal until I'm in the soil. And if someone had something to do with this guy, he got something to do with me. I had to protect my boy last week. I got attacked from behind and choked out. And people tell me You shouldn't be messing with Gunther. He's in his prime. But I said, fuck that. If I die, I die. You got a problem with Cole, you got a problem with me. And he demands SmackDown's version of Adam Pearce. He says, please come out. And Aldis comes out and he says, well, I talked to Adam Pearce. I cannot allow you two to just be on the show killing each other. Can't happen. But we can settle this in a professional manner. You guys will have a match at Backlash. McAfee accepts.
Wasn't the thing before that, like, when you're out of control, that you do an unsanctioned match? So now that they're out of control, you do a sanctioned match?
Well, he got attacked, you see. And so they just have to do a match. I suppose it could go wild and you do another unsanctioned match.
Yeah.
But
his whole thing was that he wouldn't allow an unsanctioned match. It had to be sanctioned.
No, I don't think he said he didn't say he wouldn't allow a unsanctioned match. I think he said, I can't just lift the suspension and then Gunther comes back and you guys are like beating the hell out of each other every week.
Yeah.
He said, we got to do this professionally in a match.
But in a sanctioned match. They use the word sanctioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
But his point is, I don't want you guys just brawling at ringside last week and choking each other out and having everybody have to come out. Like, if you guys are going to fight, we're doing it in a sanctioned match. That was why he said it. So anyway, they're having a match.
Next week.
At Backlash.
No, pay-per-view.
Backlash, yeah.
Yeah, which is a week and a half.
2 weeks, yeah. We had Jay meeting with Sammy, and he said, I love you, and whatever decision you make, it should be the best for you. So Sammy leaves, and then Logan shows up and knocks out Jay. So Seth comes out for the main event segment, and so the storyline is Sammy either agrees to go to SmackDown and the show's over, or he does not agree, and then he has a match with Braun Breaker. So when I saw there was 30 minutes of TV time left, it was pretty obvious what he was going to say. And so Seth comes out and he did the big speech and, talked about how, I became a father right after you did. I asked you for advice. You gave me the best advice I'd ever had. We're great friends. I'm begging you, just please take the pass. Just get out of here. I don't want you to be hurt. And Sammy says, you know what? We are good friends. Outside the ring, it's all true. But inside the ring, you're playing games. You're good. And, You're using me. You're dangling the carrot of a world title shot. You know how much that means to me. You talk about hurt feelings, but you are threatening me. And I will not be threatened. I will win a WWE title. I will become a world champion. But I'm going to do it not because of any favors, but because I did it the right way. I've never ran away, so I respect you, but you can go to hell. And so out come Braun and Heyman, and we have Sammy versus Braun Breaker. And it's a good match. I mean, Sammy was bumping like crazy and working his ass off, and Braun Breaker has exactly one speed. And as noted, Braun speared him, and Sammy crawls to the ropes, and Seth says, just take the deal. Sammy says, go to hell. Braun spears him again. They bring out the EMTs. The fans are chanting one more time. Seth gives him the throat slit, so Braun does the charge around the ring, spears him to death. Fans chant one more time. He's not dead enough. And Braun throws him into the ring. He's going to kill him, but the referee stops the match. The crowd boos like crazy. They chant one more time again. And then Seth in the corner starts telling Braun, there's a message you have to learn tonight. Some people deserve empathy and respect, but this guy made his bed. He's got to sleep in it. So he goes and he gives Sammy the stomp, kills him. The fans cheer the stomp. They sing Seth's song. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my Lord. This is not Raw after WrestleMania. This is just a town in the middle of nowhere. So we'll see how it goes, but I thought it was a good show.
Overall.
I thought it was a good show. I mean, listen, they got to do a lot because they got a pay-per-view.